Money pop, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang, all they do is talk stats. 360 on the new view. Go run, tell the ad. 40-yard dash time. Moss Money Podcast time. S.Dot co-headline. Money pop. He makes so life, then he makes so light, and he breaks it till I'm in real good bodies. God, touchdown. Money. Yeah.
And we are live. MoneyPot Podcast, episode 13. Trying to sneak in the playoffs. Of course, you got your host, Moss Money. Of course, I got one of my right-hand mans with me, the homie B.Diddy. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Episode 13 on Friday
The 13th. Yeah, how about that? Yeah. Let's see if we can get something a little weird today. I don't know if that came out right.
As long as I get home safe.
Yeah, right.
As long as we all get home safe.
Yeah, it's ugly out there too, man.
It is.
It's ugly out there. So I want to thank everybody who is on Facebook, who's on Twitter. I guess I should get the IG popping. You know what I mean? Got the IG stories up on YouTube. Thank you once again. Follow us, comment, like. I appreciate all the support. And for those who've been asking, DMing me for the hoodies are going to be in next week. Get them in right before Christmas. I still have a couple left, so feel free to hit me up, DM me, send me a message, Facebook, whatever. They will be sold out sooner than later, so make sure you get with me. Get yourself a hoodie. I will post up the colors again. We got the black with the neon green. We got the original Eagles colors with the Kelly green with the white and black logo, and then we got the gray with the regular Eagles green and black colors as well. So all hot. So what's up with everybody on I see people on Facebook. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining. We're gonna make this short, quick, and sweet. Homie Steve-O couldn't make it today, so it's me and B.Diddy holding it down. DJ, give me that first quarter bet, man. Lock it in, that money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money.
I'm going back to that old thing. We're going down to Cincy in New England.
Okay.
And I want you to understand me when I say this. It's going to be all New England.
Them cheaters?
It's going to be all New England. I don't care if they
The
cheat.
New England cheaters?
New England, you can call them cheaters all they want.
They got the tape on Bengals, so they should be all New
I'm
England.
all New
The
England.
line should be 20.
First quarter, first half, game, under. It's all New England. Let me hit you with a stat, bro, that I found out. Since 2005, New England Patriots have only lost 3 times, 10 times. How crazy is that?
The New England Patriots only lost
3 times in a row.
10 times.
10 times.
Ever?
Ever.
Would they lose to Cincinnati though?
Of course not. Of course not. We're not. There's no history here.
Right.
There's no history. I mean, Cincinnati's trash. We all know that.
You're right.
But I'm just bringing up the fact that stats, and then after those stats, New England's 9-0 straight up, 8-2 against the spread.
Yeah, that's big numbers.
So
It's 10, right?
I think it's 9.5. Last I saw, did it
boy,
bounce?
You
Did
know
it
those 10-point favorites.
Go ahead, say it.
Outright.
Say it.
Losing.
Yeah.
Outright.
You put money on Cincy?
Hell no. Hell no. I'm with you, though. I'm with you on that. They should.
Yeah, so actually, out of all those bets.
They got a lot to play for.
Yeah, they do. They need to get the second seed.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to go on the road. Out of all those bets, I like the under at 41.5 the best. So I'm locking in under 41.5. The Jets. The Cincy's last 4 games have been Oakland 17-10, Pittsburgh 16-10. Jets 22-6, and they did go over in that Cleveland game 27-19, but they're going against arguably the best defense in the league right now.
What's your score here?
My score? I have it as a blowout, probably like 28-32-7.
They're 32-7.
Yeah, like I think it'll flirt right there.
So you think? I wonder what the team total for Cincinnati is.
It's got to be probably. I would
13.
say no more than 13. Might be 14 and a half just to get you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Actually, no. You would love 14 and a half.
I would love 14 and a half.
Yeah. So, yeah, probably like 13. I would think, and I bet you New England's is probably like 23,
if not more. Maybe
not
like
more.
27.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
But they haven't been scoring though, so let's take a look, man. Let's take a look.
Yeah. So, give me the Pats on the road.
Pats
in Cincy, under 41
and
a
man.
half.
All right, here we go. NFL
What you got?
team totals. New England 26 and a half. We said about 27.
Yeah. Right.
All right, man.
But if you think about it, if you break that down, that's a touchdown a quarter.
Right.
Yeah. Which I think they'll probably. I mean, I think that that first quarter is probably like -4.5. I bet. You know what I mean? So I can see them being, even if they don't get a touchdown, I think they're going to get at least 2 field goals. They're going to come out ready to finish them quick.
Continue to ride that Baltimore train as long as you can. That's a juggernaut, ladies and gentlemen. Especially you get the right line.
I'm surprised
they're
won
killing
like
the first quarter, guys. I've been banking on first quarters. They're killing the first quarter, so definitely start leaning on that Baltimore game.
That train is already gone, bro. Was 4 in a row already, 5 in a row.
But it's getting the cold, getting the playoff time. I still follow them.
Who they got next?
I don't know. I didn't even look at the schedule for them. But I just want to give a shout out to Lamar Jackson breaking that Michael Vick record. That's huge.
Browns next.
Browns next. Okay.
Yeah, that could be a little funny. Is it in Cleveland?
Yeah, in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Who you think is faster?
What? Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, is it Lamar? I don't know. I think it's got to be close. Because Vick, we keep forgetting. Like, we see Lamar now, and he's a different speed on the field. But when we saw Vick, it was like nothing we've never seen before.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And we only reason why Lamar's so special is because we've seen Vick. And what Lamar's doing from his arm at this early is making him very special. But what Vick did with his legs, when he was at his top, was just sick.
Yeah, I mean this is the 2.0.
Right.
Like literally 2.0. I mean, I think Michael Vick has a better arm. I think as a quarterback, he's a better.
You think
passer,
he has a better
for
arm?
Sure, better passer. I think the system for Baltimore is making the game easier for Lamar Jackson.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, if you look at the stats.
We're only talking about 2 years with Lamar.
Right. So, I mean, I'm not looking at the stats as far as last year. Let's look how the system is made for him.
Right.
Run heavy. They can't stop the play action.
Well, I'm talking about Atlanta Vick, not Philly Vick.
But don't forget, Vick can throw the ball. Vick is hitting the out routes. Vick is hitting the post routes. Vick is hitting the corner routes.
I don't know about
Vick was
Atlanta.
slinging the rock.
Not in Atlanta.
What you mean?
That motherfucker was running left and right.
Running, but he could still sling the rock.
No, I'm not saying he didn't have
Lamar
a cannon.
Jackson, the way the game is, if you look at the tight ends are feasting because they're easy passes. It hasn't been no passes you're like, ooh, Lamar hit that. They're just easy throws.
Right.
I haven't seen no crazy throws.
Not that Sam Donald pass.
Insane.
Insane. Did you see that pass? That shit
I mean,
was
I don't know.
nasty.
I'm trying to say he just threw that and just hopefully he caught it.
I don't know, bro. That joke was on a dime. I was like, ooh.
You haven't seen that from Lamar Jackson.
Right,
I don't think he has to because it's so hard to defend that when Michael Vick didn't have a run game. He was the run game, right? So there was no running back. You can't name who's the running back.
Warwick Dunn.
It's not Marty Ingram.
Huh?
It's not Mark Ingram.
Right. It's not. It's just a different. It's just a different style. Like you had to keep an eye on Michael Vick.
T.J. Duckett.
TJ
from Michigan State. Don't forget about TJ
3 good years. Oh my God. Just think about those Michigan State running backs.
Right.
But anyway, all right. So back to the locks. I know we got off on a tangent a little bit. All right, we're gonna hit you guys with a 3-team tease, man. I'm fear those 10-point favorites, but fuck it. Here we go. 3-team tease. I got KC over 35. I like that over there. So you tease it for 10 points. Get KC over 35. Seattle +4 and New England as a pick. Those are the 3-team teasers. I love all those teams. I just think those points are a little too much. We're getting late in the season, but a lot of these games are meaningful games, especially for Seattle. This is a really big game for Seattle.
Who they play?
Really big game for New England. And I feel like Kansas City
Oh, the Panthers.
So this is a big, and this is their 5th time coming to the East Coast this season.
And they're 6-1 on the road.
It's insane, right?
Crazy.
So the win is definitely there.
Right.
I'm not sure
right.
what Carolina. You would think last week they would have came out and just got a little spark out there. Ron Rivera was it Ron Rivera?
Yeah, Ron Rivera
Was fired, but they
Yeah.
look even worse than
No,
that.
I didn't. I knew that spark. He was a big part of
Right.
Carolina.
So I see it following. I just want to let's be safe. Get on the positive side. New England at
Right.
home at a pick. KC and the over there. I love that. It is. There it is.
Lock it in. All right. So typically, for any new viewers on, we go into like a betting, kind of one-on-one betting. We talk about different types of lines. We talk about bankroll. We talk about what some of the terminology is. This time, I'm going to go a little bit off, and I'm going to ask, and I'm going to put my business out there and just really just say, hey, what do you do when you ain't got no more money? what do you do when the bankroll is going?
Ask a friend.
And now you know this for sure. The last 3 weeks have been brutal for me.
Mm-hmm.
The last 3 weeks have been brutal for me. So at this point, the well is almost drying up. Right? We're at the end.
Right.
Okay. So the journey to 4K was going good, and then just went screeching down, up, down, up, down, up, and then down, 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 and then we can't even talk about it no more. So I'm at the point where I only got a couple more units in the bankroll that I set aside for this. This is a down year for me. I was hoping that homie Steve was here because I was going to have y'all run with it because y'all been good. You know what I mean? So what do you think from your end? Because we've all been here. What do you do?
Preaching what we've been saying. Manage your bankroll. Once you get to the end of the bankroll, that's the end of the bankroll. And you start over next year. You start over when the bankroll grows back to where it is. That's the best way to manage it. I know people
Right.
want to keep going to the well and keep going to the well. When that shit dry up, it dry up. You just digging into a deeper well with no
Right.
water in it.
Right.
So you're just getting yourself into a hole. Especially right now is holiday time. Christmas is coming up.
Mhm.
A lot of time when people gamble, you walk into a casino, it's not going to be as live as it usually is around these holiday times. People trying to save up money for
I
Christmas.
don't know with these sports books and these kids.
Sports books is true.
Yeah, with these
Right.
sports books,
is true. Get
they need
people
to
in there.
win this Christmas money back.
But that's probably post holidays. So I would say, just the good thing about it after the holidays, you still got football here, meaningful football, playoffs, and you're getting right into the good season of the NBA, and so and you get into those bowl games and championship playoff games. So you give it a rest, maybe give it a rest a week or two, get a couple $100, and then bang, start studying those future lines and do it that route.
Yeah, I might. This might be, if not the last week, I actually play anything, and then I'm actually gonna shift. And you know this, we play poker.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna start shifting back into the poker
poker
game.
line?
Yeah, poker game.
new season be starting.
Yeah, and then online poker with Poker Stars and stuff. There's some good action.
Dibble
on there.
dabble in there. It's okay.
Yeah. I've been on there a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've cashed a little bit. Nothing crazy. DJ, second quarter, best bet. Let's keep this thing rocking.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Money. So we're going to a 2-team 6.5 point teaser. Fly, Eagles,
Oh, my
fly. We are going to the Birds. We need this win. Now,
I wouldn't trust the Birds with a 10-foot pole, man.
we've talked about this team a lot
Mm-hmm.
on and off camera. But I think the narrative is always about storylines. And the storyline is building up with the clash after this game against Dallas for the NFC East trash crown. Who's the biggest trash can in the NFC East right now? Us or Dallas? I think Dallas loses. I think we win, and it sets up the whole narrative for next week. Okay? So I'm betting them just to win the game at +1, which I think they will. I think it's going to be another tough fight for them to win. They're missing a lot right now, but I think the defense is going to show up against that offense that has been limited right now, especially with guys out.
Who's catching the ball for us?
Who's catching the ball for us? I mean, Wentz might throw it up and catch it himself, bro. At this point, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I mean, I think from an offensive standpoint that everybody got hyped, right? They were all juiced up because the new guys were out there and they were playing, they were making plays.
Mm-hmm.
So it brought some life to the offense. It brought some energy. And then, Wentz looked admirable. He made a couple good throws. And especially a couple balls to Ward hit him like it hit him right in the face,
Right in the face mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
No, I mean, I like his last year for sure.
Yeah, and I think that was a big game for him. Even though it was against the Giants, it was the first time we saw him do a winning drive at the end, game on the line.
Okay.
We've wanted to see that. Now, was it against stiff competition? No. But it was a game that they had to win, and he delivered. I cannot take that from him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what they're going to do in terms of offense, in terms of their skill positions, because I doubt Aguilar plays at this point from what it looks like. But I like Goddard being on the field more.
So Aguilar's out, Jeffrey's out, Lane Johnson's out,
Yep. And Barnett might be out too.
Barnett's out. Good thing we're playing Washington.
That's I just like them to win the game.
I just think I think Washington will make enough mistakes with Haskins back there to keep us in the game.
I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball like they want to. They wanted to run that Geis Peterson.
Geis is out.
Yeah, but Geis is done for the year. So you just
Too
have
bad for Geis, man.
Yeah, I know, right? This is what, third year hurt again.
And he gets in there, flash like boom, and gone.
Yeah. I'm not sure how long he's got left.
No,
because he's got a lot of injuries on them legs.
Same legs, yeah.
Yeah. So I like this. I like the defensive matchup. I think we can stop them defensively.
I don't trust none of these dudes, so I'm off that game.
So the second part of the teaser is going to a toilet bowl, New York versus Miami. Eli's farewell tour, last time at MetLife Stadium. Give me the over in 40. I think it's two trash defenses. I think Eli's going to try and light them up, and I think Fitz is going to answer the bell back. I see this game being easily 24-20.
Good, that's a good play.
28-21.
24-20, 24-21.
Yeah, I think they get over the 40
Maybe
mark
28,
easily.
24.
Yeah,
Could be. It
bring
could be.
bring that down right to 40. I like.
Giants just let go.
Yeah,
Jenkins.
yeah, right. And their defense was trash anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Unless Miami really just lays an egg, because I think Eli at least throws for 3 touchdowns.
Well, Miami's definitely not gonna lay an egg.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Not with Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, right. They've been playing every game like they need to. So
Right.
I think there's gonna be some scoring in this game.
All right, man. I'm going to. I usually stay away from Pittsburgh Steeler games,
Ooh.
but I like Buffalo.
Okay.
I like Buffalo going into this game. They got a lot to play for. Still can possibly win a division, I believe, dealing with what happens with Patriots. And this is what we're going to do. The total is 38. Obviously, it's going to be a low-scoring game. I just feel like the better offense will win this one.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh Steelers' offense is damn near dead last in every category.
Okay.
28 in total yards, 31st in passing, 24th in rushing, 23rd in points. I know they got Connor, I believe, coming back, but how healthy is Connor?
And not even against that defense.
Right. I'm not sure about Juju, if Juju's back either.
No, he's out.
So that's big. And then you're looking at Buffalo defensively, third in total yards, third in passing yards, 14th against your rush, which is a little bit weak, but second in points. Offensively, they're a little better, 20th in total, 5th in rushing. I think those are big stats there. I like it being a close game. I really like Buffalo and the plus side of there. I think they go into Pittsburgh ready to win this game. I like Buffalo as a lock, plus 1.5.
Are they plus? Oh, right. They are. Wow. That's
Prime time.
I didn't even know that line was like that. Wow. Steelers are favored. Wow, the Steelers are 8-5.
Well, they're really not. They're favored, but they're at home. It's not really a true.
Yeah. Hold on.
number.
Let me look where are they sitting in the standings? Oh
who's-
wow, they're fighting for a playoff
Right.
spot. Interesting. I didn't even know that. I forgot they're 8-5. How about Tomlin? Should he not get Coach of the Year?
He should. He definitely should.
Should he not get who's up? Oh well,
Or is it Jim
Harbaugh.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Harbaugh. And who else? And Shanahan up there. What he's done with San Fran at 11 and
Yeah,
2.
it was unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah, but nah, Tomlin. What he's had to deal with,
Mm-hmm.
and to have an 8-5 team,
Absolutely.
and then if he goes in if he beats Buffalo and gets to 9-5, I mean they're in prime position for a wild card.
Well, they're both 1 and 2 for the wild card.
Yeah. Wow. Didn't even peep that. All right. Yeah.
But I like Buffalo, man.
Yeah, I would.
I just think the team plays well here. Defensively, Buffalo's tough. Tough.
Yeah. Again, definitely against the pass too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about playing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game.
It's gonna be a tough game.
I don't think it's a walk in the park. But if I'm getting plus on his side,
Yeah.
I would even look at the money
gonna
line. But the money line maybe on like 115.
You're gonna take the better team.
I'll take the better team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lock that in. Write that down. All right. Plus 1.5. DJ, time for halftime.
The Spicy Belly is a family-owned restaurant in the beautiful Manayunk section of Philadelphia. Owners Jimmy and Jason Mills have created the country's first Jamaican and Korean fusion restaurant. That's right, Jamaican and Korean fusion restaurant. The Spicy Belly has a diverse selection, but not limited to, shareable and small plates, specialty entrees, happy hour, $4 craft beers, $5 hot apps, and a 75-cent wing special on Wednesdays and also on Sundays for the game. Follow us at The Spicy Belly on Instagram and Facebook. We also take reservations. If you're interested or have any questions with off-site catering, please email us at thespicybelly@gmail.com. Fly, Eagles, fly! Looking to add a unique and exciting style of dance to your repertoire? Look no further. iBalance Dance Studio is the newest dance studio around. iBalance Studio provides students with a welcoming, family-like environment, specializing in tap, ballet, modern, jazz, and hip-hop. 2019 through 2020 registration is now open. We're offering dance classes for ages 3 to 18, plus our brand new adult classes. Registration includes a classroom leotard for each student with affordable monthly tuition options. We're located at 5939 Ogonst Avenue in Philadelphia. Please stop by for a tour or call us at 215-867-2002 for more information. Again, that's 215-867-2002. We're also on social media. Follow us at iBalance Dance Studio on Instagram.
Third quarter bet. Let's go.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
So we're hitting you with another teaser, and I'm going to jump off your back here, B.Diddy, and hit you with a 3-team teaser. And we're going heavy on the favorites here. I'm going back to the well. I'm going back to New England just to win. I do see that line did jump. It was at 9.5 last I checked. It jumped a point already, so it's at 10.5. So we'll get that at point half, pretty much a pick for them to win the game. Then we're going to go San Fran -1 against the Falcons. And then we're going to go the over 35 in the Vikings and Chargers game. Now, New England, we already broke that game down. San Fran, Ridley's out. I believe Freeman is doubtful. And I know there's some of the Niners defensive players are taking this game kind of off. I know Sherman's ruled out. I'm trying to think who else. D Ford's out. I think
Tart hurt too. Right?
Yeah. So there's some players that are out for the Niners, but I think this should be a easy win by a touchdown type game. That defense is still good. You still got that defensive line that's got like 3 or 4 first round picks. They're 11-2. They're the second best team maybe in the NFL at this point right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to the Vikings and Chargers. So this line is actually favorite Vikes -1.5. Not sure about that. So if I like the Chargers, I think the Chargers are going to be able to score. I think Xavier Woods might be out for this game as well, even though he's been having an off year. That Vikings secondary is kind of suspect. DFS pick, look at Keenan Allen. He could have a monster game here. I think San Diego comes to play. I get it under 40. I get it real low. I get it at 35. This game could easily be a 28-20 type game. I actually kind of like the Chargers in this game as a home dog, but I'm going with the over. I think these teams score points. Give me the over there, over 35. Lock it in.
Man, let's touch on what you just talked about. All right, that Minnesota game.
Yeah. You like the Vikes?
Love the Vikes, man. They
You
got
like the Vikes?
everything to play for. Everything.
Yeah.
Rams win. They're looking outside the playoffs.
Right. Playoffs?
They looking outside the playoffs if they lose and Rams win. 9-4. They're looking outside. They'll be 9-5.
Yeah.
Rams sneaking in there 9-5.
I can't trust San Diego in a tight game. They're either going to lose a tight game or they're going to win big.
I don't see this being a tight game.
Philip Rivers is always down a touchdown with 2 minutes left.
Right.
Every
yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Every
yeah.
Sunday.
I like Minnesota here. I think obviously playing in LA and the Vikings fans travel. They'll probably dominate that stadium as
They will.
most
They
teams
will.
do.
They will.
I think Minnesota is going to be up for this game. Weather's probably going to be beautiful, so we don't have to worry about no weather.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to just pound the ball against the run.
Mm-hmm.
Against a porous defensive team that's not good against the run. I see that happening. So give me Minnesota at -0.5. If you want to do money line there, just to be sure, if you think it's going to be a close game, a last second.
Oh, that line dropped to -0.5?
No, it's -1.5.
1.5.
Sorry,
okay.
-2.5.
Oh, it's climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got it at 2. I see it at 2.5. Team is ranked 17th against the rush, going against arguably the top running back in the game right now.
Right.
I think they're going to pound the ball, play action, hit digs, keep moving the ball, run the clock, get out of there with a win, and just get prepared for the next game.
Yeah, must-win game for them.
Must win.
Must-win game for them. I hear that. So, I like those plays, writing them all down because I need some help.
Yeah.
Eagles. Are you still on the Wentz wagon, man? Are you still? I mean, I never jumped off.
Listen, it's not. We've had this conversation a couple times,
We have.
and it's not for me. It's not Wentz. I don't think Wentz has played his best, minus that final drive over the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I go back to just being coached, and I go back to putting your players in the best position to win football games.
Right.
And I feel as though the coaching fails Carson Wentz and puts him on an island to make you think, damn, is he the guy? Well, why can't he throw 40 times a game? You know what I'm saying?
He threw 50 times.
He threw 50 times. I mean, we had to. We were down 17-3 at half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that in that case, it makes sense. But when you go back to these other games, when we were up 28-14.
45, 44 times a game.
45 times in that game against the league worst rushing defense. When you're running back, Miles Sanders was averaging 5.5 yards a game. We're up 28-14, and there's only 8 carries in the second half. How? Explain to me that.
Right. It's Andy 2.0, man.
It's just
Andy and Donnie
terrible,
2.0.
terrible. We have to be fundamentally the worst football team next to the Browns. Fundamentally.
So when you say fundamentals, are you talking about tackling, scheme, or are you talking about coaching?
That goes into it, right?
Right.
Tackling is what? Fundamentals, which is what? Coached by who?
Right.
Your coaches.
Right.
3 straight weeks, we let up a touchdown on trick plays?
True.
That's just discipline.
True.
That's just knowing your reads and knowing your discipline and knowing your fundamentals.
Right.
They went up in a muddle huddle. You know where you know your responsibility. You're supposed to know, but they don't practice that.
No.
But then Andy Reid, sorry, Andy, but Doug Peterson gets on the mic and say, oh, we're prepared. You're not prepared.
That was a good team.
That was a good team. You believe that? He said Miami was a good team.
That was a good team we just played there.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Right.
Come on.
Right.
Flea flicker to Seattle. I mean, mind you, that was a dime drop by Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And then New England, who gets us every fucking year with a halfback toss pass from Julian Edelman. It's every year he does that.
Right.
Third quarter, deep in the second quarter, he runs a halfback toss pass and gets us every time for 30, 40, and this time a touchdown.
Right.
So when it comes down to, am I on a Wentz wagon? I am, because I think he has a lot of talent. It just need to be molded better than what is being molded.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks like that red Ferrari, and he's driving that shit to the ground.
Right.
So he's not molding him to be a better quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You're just seeing his talent and saying, go out there and just do what you can do.
Yeah.
And that's not how you do it. And that, unfortunately,
So the question is he molding him to play his scheme, or should he be molding his scheme to his strengths?
correct.
Right.
And that's what it should be at all times.
Right.
Example, why is Baltimore Ravens the number one team in the NFL right now? Because the coach said, I have this talent at a quarterback. I need to mold my offense
to what he does.
to what is his best attributes.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in one of the best running backs as far as heavy down backs, and Mark Ingram. Give me these tight ends that come out the blue that can catch and run and block.
Right, two of them are first round.
We're running 21 personnel damn near every time.
Right.
We're going to run play action. We're going to give you the seam routes. We're going to give you sometimes deep posts.
That RPO is crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So that wasn't Joe Flacco's offense.
Of course not. Yeah.
So you get what I'm saying? You mold your team to what you have as a product. And if your product is going to be Carson Wentz, you got to see the stats and know that he's not a 45 passing quarterback.
Right.
Run the football. And I said this before, Minnesota offense is a perfect offense for Carson Wentz. Run heavy, play action off him, roll him out the pocket where he's comfortable.
They do no rollouts with him.
No rollouts with him. He sits in the pocket 4 yards deep.
Yeah.
Everything's crashing
and
below
he stands tall.
And now he can't see anything. Everything is falling in front of him.
Yeah.
You're not playing your offensive line is supposed to be best in the league, but you continue to put him in a pass set position.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do.
Right.
So sorry,
I
I don't say it. I know I'm going on a tangent.
No, you good.
But it's not that it's Wentz right now.
I think you got the pulse.
Yeah, it's just the molding of Wentz. I feel like can be much better. So I blame Doug for that.
So speaking of how we getting burnt on these trick plays, a couple people had asked me on Janoris Jenkins. I'm not on the bandwagon that I would sign Jenkins because I think they're just rolling the dice with corners that we have now, and whoever plays well plays. You know what I mean? In my opinion, Janoris Jenkins hasn't been a Pro Bowler since 3 or 4 years ago.
Right.
So to me, you're just adding another talent that you probably already have in house to a pool that you might, and he's got to learn the scheme and all that. It's not just go out there and shadow this guy. He's not that type of corner.
So I mean, for me, I think if he's available and we can get him, I think you go get him because we're just thin. Right?
You think we're thin?
So is LeBlanc coming back? LeBlanc's back. I mean, we're just thin. Somebody goes down.
Are we thin or they're just not good? Because Darby's out there, Mills out there.
Oh my God, Darby.
Yeah, he's getting burnt. He's gotten burnt every game, and then touchdowns too.
Come on.
Yeah.
Man. So is that we're very mediocre at the position, or if not below mediocre, and we can use the body because any of them go down, and if we're trying to make this playoff push,
Sydney's back.
Oh my God, Sydney can put on a striped shirt.
Sydney's back. Sydney had one good play and he started waving his finger like Jalen used to.
Come on, and you see Jalen Mills still with this Pro Bowl pose. What's he going to get, like $1 million if he make the Pro Bowl?
I guess. I don't know why he thinks.
He thinks he's a Pro Bowl.
I don't know why he thinks he's
out there sometimes.
So obviously a lot of people know we need to run the table. But this is my question, and I'm all for the Eagles winning. I would never vote against the team not to win. They do have a top 10 draft pick, by the way, at this moment right now. Just throwing it out there.
I mean, let's be honest though. Like, let's just be honest about the.
Do you want? Do you want to see this team in the playoffs?
Fuck no.
Right.
I'm a diehard Eagles fan.
Do you want to see this?
Why?
DJ, do you want to see this team in the playoffs? Like,
I'm only saying yes because we're dog shit awful at drafting.
Are we? You think so?
I mean,
Well,
I feel like
I don't know. The last drafts have been somewhat solid. This last one was kind of
But
off.
can we save ourselves a heart attack? Can we save ourselves some heartbreak? Can we save ourselves just time and
Right.
energy and blood pressure going up?
Do we want to
To
see
watch
Seattle
Are we,
or
have we
Vikings here?
seen the teams that are going to be in the playoffs?
Like they're 10-3. Gets it
Seattle.
there's still
San
something to make in the
Fran.
playoffs.
Huh?
I said I think there's still something to make in the playoffs. So
Who?
Oh, the Birds.
yeah, like just in general, like just being in the playoffs, I feel like that's just a better look. Like if you can actually do it, rather than just like throw it all away.
Is it though for this team?
I mean, trust me, I'm not high on this team at all.
No, I don't.
It's just if you can make the playoffs,
We
I
want
say
we
you
want a
just
Super
go
Bowl.
for
I'm
it
not
in
trying
the
to get to the
NFL.
playoffs to get to the playoffs. I'm not the Tennessee Titans. I ain't Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If I'm going to the playoffs, I want to be able to have an opportunity to win.
Right.
We don't have an opportunity to win.
Let's bring it
Okay.
up.
Let's look at these teams.
I
that we
mean,
would
I'm
have
not
to
going to
face.
argue with it,
Yeah,
you on
yeah,
that,
like-
but I mean, it would be a nice
The
way to end
Saints,
like a terrible season.
Seattle, San Fran.
Yeah. So right now, all right. So the Saints are the only one that locked up a spot. So right now it's between the Vikings, Seattle, and San Fran. Because somebody's gonna win that division.
Tell me who we can beat. Can we beat San Fran?
Here.
Anywhere on the moon.
I'm thinking of that matchup. No.
Can we beat the Packers again? Second time.
No.
Can we beat New Orleans?
I think we could beat the Packers.
How?
Here?
You think the Packers, after we beat them at their place, they're gonna allow us
I
to?
think we could beat the
in our
Packers.
health?
I,
Oh, no.
I think
I was
that,
going to say, is everybody magically not injured?
Right. It's like
yeah, no, I think we could beat the
no
Packers
sir,
here.
no sir.
I think so.
New Orleans.
I like our matchup. Fuck no.
Can we beat Seattle?
No.
Can we beat Minnesota?
No, I would
So
hate
why are we going to the playoffs?
I would hate to lose to Minnesota here.
Why? Can we beat the Rams? Maybe.
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 Yeah.
So all right, Rams, if they somehow sneak in, why are we going to the playoffs? Why? I'd rather just watch the playoffs. And,
That's why I'm asking
watch
you
good ga- no,
the
sir.
tough
No.
questions.
and I'm a diehard Eagle fan, but I'd rather save my heartache for a lot of people. And let's move on.
Let's move
Let's
on
move
to
on from
next
this
year.
team. Let's get Carson Wentz healthy. Let's get him. Let's start
I think
molding
he's
a better
healthy.
quarterback. I mean,
He's
well,
gonna finish the
yeah.
year, which is be the first time in his career.
Let's keep him healthy.
Right,
You
right,
know, we
right,
don't
right,
know-
right.
You
Crazy.
don't want Carson to get a playoff game rep.
He needs it. He don't got none.
For
I think
what?
that's-
To lose? What does that? What does that do for
I
you?
don't know. He
You
can
learn-
play a
you-
playoff game.
You learn. You learn when you lose, brother.
He can play a playoff game finally.
You learn when you lose, though.
Oh, man.
You get a feel for it. You get that hungry for
If
it.
you're asking me, no.
No, still
No.
no. Still no.
I'd rather
Alright.
go to the playoffs with the option.
But hold on, let's talk
opportunity.
about that. Y'all don't see us beating the Packers if the Packers come
No.
here in the
No.
link?
Not 2 times in a year, and not after what we did at Green Bay.
No, you
No,
don't think
we were
so?
supposed to literally we were supposed to lose that game.
Do you think the
'cause
Packers are
'cause
that
Doug
good?
Peterson wanted to
Let me
give
ask
it
you,
up.
do you think the Packers are that good?
I
They're
think
better than us.
Well, obviously.
I think
But here's different, though. Playing here is different.
I don't. What makes it different?
There is
We were down 17-3 against the Giants here.
Yeah,
Lost the crowd,
right.
booed everybody. I
Absolutely.
don't really see a home field.
I
here.
mean, just look at his record. His record at home is pretty damn good.
who's?
Wentz.
Oh, Carson Wentz.
Yeah. His record in the link is like, I think it's like 17-5. He don't lose a lot here.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. Out of all those teams, I would actually rather play the Packers. I don't want to see the Vikings. They're just too dynamic on offense. I don't want to see San Fran. Their defense is ridiculous. I don't want to see Seattle because I don't want to see Russell when it's crunch time.
What would you set that line at? Packers at Eagles.
Probably -2.
Eagles?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think so.
absolutely not.
There's no way Green Bay's favored on the road here.
There's no way Eagles are favored.
Why not?
They're not favored. They're not favored. And I don't know what's going to happen these next 2-3 weeks that he thinks is going to happen. That this team is so happen to just dominate to show that they should
I'm
be
looking
favorites?
at the defensive matchup, right? Now, I know what Rodgers can do. We all know what Rodgers is from his arm talent perspective, right? But I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball, and so it's going to be on Rodgers, which is fine. They can do it. But that offense that they're running, once they get done their first script of the first quarter, they are trash.
You want to know why we beat the Packers?
I'm listening.
We ran the ball.
Okay.
Who's running the ball? There's no Jordan Howard.
Okay.
Jayadiah is, I don't know what's going on there. That's why we beat the Packers, because we ran the ball and we controlled the game. And we still got lucky.
They barely beat the Redskins.
Who?
The Packers. It was 20-15.
Shoot, we got the Redskins this week.
I know.
So we don't know what we're going to do tomorrow on Sunday.
I'm just
we
saying.
didn't beat the Miami Dolphins. So I don't care.
Touche.
You know what I'm saying? If the Packers, whatever.
All right, I can't say shit about that.
Jeez Louise.
Right.
And had a 17-3 deficit against the Giants.
All right, speaking of those Redskins, man, give me a preview, man. What we got to do to win this game?
We just got to control the game.
Okay.
Run the football. Let's get out of here with no injuries as best as possible. How do you do that? Run the ball. That's it. I've been saying it every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Run the ball. Play solid defense. Play inspired defense. Let's get out. Washington is going to want to play.
Yeah, they're going to want to play.
They were up 21-0 on us in the first game of the season. They are embarrassed about it. So I can see them wanting to possibly play this game and play spoiler. So I hope they're ready. We had the same conversation about Miami, and we laughed about it. And I said, I don't know what this team showed you why we can't go down there and lose in Miami. I said, I don't think we will lose, but I don't know this team has showed you something they can't lose to Miami, and we lost to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And we took the Giants to overtime to win.
Right.
What? But they could beat the Packers? Come on, man. Mr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I don't know what this team is, but I know they're not good.
Give me a score. Washington Redskins versus the Philadelphia
Score
Eagles.
should be, depending on the weather.
What's the weather? Is it supposed to rain?
I think it's
snow.
Really, really cold.
Yeah, I
It's
think
messy,
it's
right?
just going to be terrible this whole weekend.
Yeah, it's really messy
all
weekend.
Yeah.
East Coast.
So I would say maybe I'll give it like a 17,
13 Phil.
13, 17, 10, around there.
Okay. I'll take it as long as we get a win, man. Because we got me and Steve got a bet with some old college buddies that are
DC fans?
sorry, I look like my screen messed up. No, they're Dallas fans. So we got a little bet going on for that because it's going to come down to that.
What's your score?
My score is 21-10, Birds.
We get 21 points there?
I think we get 21 points. But the weather might change all that. I don't know I didn't even look at the weather report. So if it's
we put up 21 points.
I think we can put up 21 points. Are you serious?
Sleep.
Who
gonna give you 21 points? Greg Ward?
No, man, my man Boston Scott. With the juice.
Shout out to Boston Scott. Got the juice.
The real reason why Janoris Jenkins got cut. Had that boy on skates.
That's true, too. That's true. That's a good post you put in.
Yeah. Had that boy on skates, man.
I don't see us getting 21 points. But
I think so.
I see us winning.
I think so. I think so.
I think Dwayne Haskins is not going to be able to.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do much, but I think the offense, I think Ertz, who has the career worst yak yards I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Terrible.
It's just he catches a ball and he just falls.
Terrible.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
And he's the only guy that'll catch it.
Yeah, right. But I think he's a threat. I think Goddard's a threat. And I think, with Miles Sanders mixed in there, I think they have enough juice on offense to get 21 points.
The under should be a lock here.
What's the under, 40, 41? It's got to be sitting there.
39.
Yo, and the Green Bay Packers come to the Eagles. Mark my words, the Eagles will be favored in that game. It might not last long. It's going to open up birds, though. I'll tell you that. All right. So usually we get to this side where we don't have a lot of shit to talk about, so let's talk some shit. And I actually this time don't got shit to talk about, bro. What you got for me? You got anything? Anything popping that's noteworthy outside of Ben Simmons' last performance? 7 points and 5 turnovers.
He had a good game
against
I think
Boston.
He had 20 tonight.
Yeah. I mean, he had the layups going,
That another team, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me see, man. What I got to talk about? What we got?
I don't think we got much, man. It might be time in that fourth quarter bet. DJ said he got a party tonight.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Got a
Get you out
party.
here.
Get him
What
out
you
here.
got any topics? Any good topics?
I don't know who confuses me more, the Sixers or the Eagles. Well, I kind of know what the Eagles are, but the Sixers team.
Right,
yeah.
man. You watch those games, it's like, what's going on?
It's like what it takes Shaq, talking bad about you for you to show up on
Yeah.
national game. Joel.
Right,
Like,
right, right.
What are we doing?
Right, with the fist pump
Absolutely.
and everything.
Like you
Right.
saw Giannis step up like 3 more levels than we even thought he could already.
Because Giannis got a mindset of wanting to be the best.
And you're already down 6 points from the average he had last season. What's going on?
Giannis is the MVP
Easy.
and wants to be even better.
Easy.
He has that they call it the Mamba mentality, the LeBron mentality. He just wants to be great.
Who's you mean Giannis?
Yeah.
Giannis.
I thought you said Giannis. I'm like, who the hell is that? So Giannis, right?
Giannis.
That's how you say his name. Am I wrong?
Giannis.
Or is it
Giannis.
Giannis?
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
I'm not going to try the end of it.
But just these are the
But,
mindsets.
I mean, he's not the
just-
MVP though.
Yes.
But
He was MVP. He is the MVP.
oh, I guess the reigning. Yeah, he's not going to win it this year
I
though.
mean, he is the MVP.
Okay, yeah, you got it. All right, my fault.
And he comes back and he has his team. What is his record? What's the team? What is Milwaukee? They look like a juggernaut.
They only lost 3 games. I forget. I think
He
22
sits
and
out.
3.
They still win by 30. It's just like
Yeah.
ridiculous.
yeah.
The team is put around him, but like you said, where does somebody else step up? Like, where do you be like, oh, all right, I got to step my game up?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't see it, man. It's just, man. I don't
Well,
know.
he got the Mamba mentality. Didn't he have a conversation or something with Kobe? Like that was for real. Like he worked out with Kobe for like a couple weeks or something crazy. I thought
So what
before the MVP.
So what I have noticed, I've noticed that Joel is not as vocal, right? He's not really kind of going in it vocally or looking a little immature. So maybe that's part of it, him showing that he's focused. He still had a game where he scored 0 points.
Yeah, that'll always follow him.
Against the team that, you cried after losing against last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like if you
The
don't
very
have
next game.
motivation after that game, what are we doing?
He had
Why are you
0
playing basketball?
points.
yeah, 0 points in
In
32
32
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah,
You
that
got
will always be a black sour mark on his career.
How's that possible?
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
You
can't trip
lost
into
on
a
one of
bucket?
the luckiest shots in NBA history, and then you go back to that stadium and you put up nothing.
It could be kryptonite up there. Could be his kryptonite up there.
Toronto.
Yeah.
He start
Or
boohooing.
it's just
could be.
Marc Gasol.
Well,
Or Marcus.
yeah, it could either or. I mean, what are they? Toronto hasn't lost. Well, no, they just lost up there. That was it though. They only have one loss.
Well, Boston's has been kryptonite. He can't do nothing against Boston.
Hey man,
Nothing.
everybody's got something.
Nothing. That's because Brad
Yeah.
Stevens is out there coaching him up and how to control this guy.
Must be nice.
I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard.
Don't be dogging Brett, man.
Who,
Don't-
Brett Brown?
Yeah, don't be dogging him, man. He had, like you said, the luckiest shot we've seen in probably over a decade to win a game, to win a series, right? They're going to the finals if they beat Milwaukee, I think.
Well, first off, do they beat Toronto? I mean, we act like that game was like they were up. They would still go to overtime.
They were
Like it
gonna
was a
beat
tie
Toronto.
ball game.
They were
We
gonna beat
still act like
Toronto.
we just, if he missed that, we was going to win. No. Like it was a tie ball game. They were going to overtime. We missed it
They were going to win the game.
after he traveled about 35 times to the corner and hit a triple bounce off the rim.
Right.
Because Ben Simmons wanted to what? What did he want to do? He wanted to pass off the defense.
Man.
Your man Ben.
That's not my guy, man.
Oh,
DJ.
you get him, Joel.
Fourth quarter bet. Let's take us home.
Here comes the money.
Here comes the
Here
money.
comes the money.
Money. All right, so where's my little saying? Here we go. Always in the fourth quarter bet for my parlay killers, my Poppy Store parlay boys, and my parlay kids. Let's build you a parlay. Let's take it. Let's get one today. So we gonna do a money line parlay with one dog and one favorite that we think is going to cover. Okay? We're going to go through each game and we're going to see what we got here. So, my first, we're going to build it right now. I'm going with let's go with a 5-teamer here. 5-teamer and then B.Diddy, help me build this thing out right here. DJ, chime in if you can, if you want. Give me a lock. Money line lock.
Money line?
A money line lock that doesn't have some supersized
Patriots.
minus 1,100.
Patriots.
They're going to be minus like 1,100.
-5.
They're minus a nickel.
Minus a nickel.
We gonna rock with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, DJ, you got something for me?
I'm looking at it right now. I'll let you know if I see anything different.
All right. So there's the Patriots.
Seattle too.
We got Seattle as a lock here.
-6 against Carolina.
Yeah, you going?
I like the -6, the points.
You going with the points?
Mm-hmm.
You going with the points, DJ?
No, I was gonna say if you're doing a money line.
Money
You
line.
going all money lines?
Yeah.
We're gonna. So out of the 5, we're gonna do 3 money lines,
Oh, okay.
I like the points there. I like
1
6.
point,
Yeah, I'll
1
take the points
spread,
with that. Yeah.
and then one
I like the points.
dog.
Seattle's a bounce back, must win.
All right, Seattle minus 6.5.
6.
Oh, it's down to 6. Oh,
6.
so money came on Carolina. All right, -6. We got minus 500. So I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the Packers
Money line.
money line.
Love it.
We're going to do Green Bay. I don't know what that is. Find that out for me.
4.
210.
Whoa,
Money line's 210.
you see 4?
Oh, no, I thought you meant just
Oh,
the
yeah,
spread.
yeah,
spread.
yeah, minus 210. All right. So right now we got New England minus 500, Seattle minus 6.5, Green Bay minus 210. We need another favorite money line here.
San Fran.
What's that?
It's a nickel and a half.
Another nickel?
I don't know if that helps, but at least that's
Mm,
definitely a win.
let me
We
go.
go to Minnesota. You said you don't know about Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't know about Minnesota. I don't like Kirk Cousins. I'm not gonna trust. What do y'all think about Tennessee?
You got the Saints on Monday night.
Yeah, Saints.
4
-4
at home.
at home. All right, I'll take it. -4, -400. New Orleans. So right now we building up this thing. We got -500 New England, -400 New Orleans, Seattle with the 6 points, and then Green Bay -2.5. We need a dog, fellas.
Buffalo, baby.
And we need a dog. Is it Buffalo?
Buffalo or a short line. Buffalo,
Yeah.
Minnesota's your short line.
We need a dog. Is it Buffalo? Is Buffalo the dog of the week?
That or the only one that sticks out is Arizona against Cleveland, but I like Buffalo way more.
Yeah, I can't touch those.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the
Yeah.
only one that.
What's the money line on Buffalo?
It's -1.5, 105.
-105? All right,
You might as
well,
well get the point.
take the point. Bills. All right, somebody punch that thing in for me. What we got here? What's that to win?
All right, here we go. What are the teams?
We got money line New England, money line Green Bay, money line New Orleans, Seattle straight, and the Bills straight. I have a feeling it's gonna be around like 800, like 8-1, so somewhere in there, 6-1, between 6 to 8-1.
Green Bay money line, Patriots money line, Seattle points, Buffalo points, New Orleans money line.
For a unit.
Let's see, for 1 unit.
What we got?
7-1.
7-1. I was right there, almost had it. 7-1. Lock it in. We're playing that.
I like that.
New England,
Even a half unit.
New
gets you what,
Orleans,
3.5.
Seattle, Buffalo, and Green Bay money line.
50 gets you 3.5. too.
50 get you 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lock it in. That's how we build that thing. What you got for me, B.Diddy? Take us home.
I like that bet. I'm going to the college area. We're going to hit the big Army-Navy game. I really, 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 really love Navy. Navy's shown that they're the best military school in football this year. I know this is always a rivalry game. They usually play tough. Army just don't have it.
Right.
It's going to be sloppy, rainy, little chilly, little cold. They're already here marching. Helicopters was already flying today. Planes was flying all over downtown.
Right.
Navy's going to win this game. I think they win this game.
What's the line?
Line is 10.5.
Yep.
And that's telling me that if the line of an Army-Navy game is this big,
Yeah.
it's going to be a blowout.
Right.
And I like Navy around, I would say 42 38-42 to probably 17. They don't get, Army don't get in the 20s.
Nah, let's leave them off.
I like the 10.5. If you buy a half a point to get it to 10, just in case they win by 10.
Yeah, get the juice.
Maybe it's 30-20, 20-10. Just buy it a half a point. I looked at the first half line was 6.5. I was like, I don't know if I can do that. First quarter, depending on who gets the ball first, might be a little tricky. So I would just go ahead and buy the half a point.
I like it. Navy, -10. All right, let's do a quick review. First quarter bet was New England under 41.5. Homie B.Diddy had a 3-team teaser. KC over 35. Seattle +4. New England pick. Second quarter bet, I had a 2-team teaser. Gone with the home team. Birds don't fail me. Birds +1. New York, Miami over 40. 2-team 6.5 teaser. And the homie B. Diddy had Buffalo +1.5. Third quarter bet, I had a 3-team teaser. New England, San Fran, and over in the Minnesota Chargers game. That over would be 35. And then B. Diddy had Minnesota -2.5. Then we all.
-1 now.
Oh, -1 now. -1? What? Damn. So money coming on the Chargers?
Let me see.
Money's coming on the Chargers then. And then we had a 5-team parlay that we just built. DJ, you better play this motherfucker.
-1.
Get this money. New England money line. New Orleans money line. Green Bay money line. We got Seattle straight up at -6, and the Buffalo Bills at +1.5. 50 get you 350,
100 get you 7.
and 100 get you 7.
Change.
And if you're feeling Friday the 13th, put a couple units on it and really turn this thing up, man. I want to thank everybody for joining us on Facebook,
Appreciate
YouTube. Oh, damn, DJ, you trying to get... I forgot you got a party to go to.
All right,
DJ trying to... All right, we going to wrap this thing up, man. Moss Money, B. Diddy.
We out.
DJ, we out of here, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real. All right, dog, fuck it, man, come on. Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man. True. Yeah. Money pop, money talk. All they do is